Hello, playing me. Hi, how you doing? And today we are watching Angel Season 2, Episode 6. Let's get into it. I am super excited to get back into Angel, especially after the last episode. Holy! Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, I got my Michael Myers candle. It's from Moriarty Soap Co. If you want to get your own. Figured it was fitting since Halloween Kills just came out last weekend. I really liked it. I liked it. But either way, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Angel. So Angel, I am so excited. But yeah, the main question I had in the last episode was about vampires, basically. The whole lore behind it, the whole lore behind like souls and all of that. You guys had many like different variations of like what you guys thought, because I'm pretty sure like both shows haven't fully fleshed out like the whole lore behind it and like how it works, but there are like little things that are like for sure facts in the universe. But there are things like the soul, like what does a soul mean, that the show hasn't fully delved into like technically, and like there are like certain iterations here and there, but like some are from like the council, so it's like how true is the council gonna be? And then there's like iterations from Angel himself, and it's like he's a vampire with a soul, so I don't know what's he just can speak from like firsthand experience. But yeah, so I think where I was so confused is that I personally thought that the soul was tied to personality and their memories. It's not, I'm pretty sure, just from the general consensus of like all the comments that I've read. So people feel like the brain itself is where all the personality, all of the sort of memories and things of like that person is held. And then the soul is sort of like what's good and evil, what's like, where all the empathetic sort of feelings are held. And then once the soul leaves and then a demon enters, the demon itself, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have a personality, but it's more so like a demon comes in and it like basically brings out all the evil and like all of the things that, a demon would bring out. So it's not necessarily like it's the demon's personality. So like Darla right here, she is the same as when she was a vampire, just now she has a soul. So technically she still has that capacity to do good and not act so evil all the time. So like basically being a vampire is having all id and no ego. So I feel like I've explained this before, but like basically id is your like unconscious like wants and desires, and your ego is like your conscious being like, no, I can't do that. So with a vampire, it's basically like you have all this id, all this like wants, desires, especially a intense urge to drink human blood. But there is no ego where it's like, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't kill that person to get their blood. So it's kind of like that. And all the personality is still from that person. It's just now their personality, sort of heightened because they're not constrained by like the social constructs that they're in, or like, social expectations of that person because they're a vampire. And they don't have their soul to kind of be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that. Or like, hey, maybe we should like act nicer. But yeah, so then with the whole Angel being like, this was another thing I was a little confused on, like Angel being like, I didn't have the capacity to love you, Darla, because I didn't have a soul. Now I have a soul, and that's why I was able to love Buffy. And a bunch of people were like, well, actually, Spike and Drusilla would like to have a conversation. Speaking of, someone sent me Saint Drusilla on a candle. Figured that was fitting for this episode, for after the last episode, since we saw her. But like that's another thing that like raises questions. So like maybe it was just Angel's like experience with that, but like how do you explain vampires like Spike and Drusilla, where like they actually did care for each other beyond a sort of evolutionary standpoint, where like, because like that's what I thought. Like I thought vampires, maybe just from like what the last episode said with like Angel not being able to love Darla because he didn't have a soul, I was like, oh, so maybe like vampires only stay together in like packs because like they help each other or something. Like they don't actually care for each other beyond a more selfish sort of reasoning. Like all their reasonings are selfish in the sense of like, you help me survive, I help you survive, and like, whatever. But it's not very selfless where it's like, I love you for who you are. That's why I'm going to be with you. But in Spike and Drusilla's relationship, it was kind of like that, which is why I was so confused on, like, how Angel could say that. I'm like, I feel like we've been shown many vampires that, like, have, like, actual relationships with each other that seem almost human, and obviously they don't have souls, it's just them and a demon. So, yeah, I think it's very nuanced and very whatever you want to make of it. And I feel like they did that on purpose as well, so that later on they can just do whatever the hell they want with, like, what a vampire is. So it is interesting how they mentioned that in the last episode, so I'm wondering, like, if that's going to be coming back with, like, you know, Darla having a soul, and maybe, I don't know, I'm very curious to see how that continues on. But yeah, either way, the whole conversation in the last episode, I really enjoyed having because, I don't know, I just love, like, diving into, like, universe type of things for, like, certain shows, where it's like, so for the universe, what does this mean, you know? Like, obviously vampires don't exist. It's, whatever the creator of, like, that work of fiction, whatever they make it is the vampire in that story, you know? Like, vampires in the Vampire Diaries may be extremely different than the ones in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Obviously, those are very different than the ones in Twilight, you know? Like, it's very whatever that creator wants to make it, you know? Which I think is just so interesting with, like, those types of monsters and those types of creatures, which, so yeah. Either way, I enjoyed having that conversation with everyone. But yeah, moving on to this episode, aside from Darla, I'm just excited to see, maybe if Kate keeps coming back with the whole Darla thing and, you know, Darla being missing. I am looking forward to see if we get any more Wolfram and Hart. I am really, really urging, like, I'm pushing for more of that because it looks so interesting. And I also just love Lindsay's character, so, like, I'm really excited to see more of him. Because that's another thing. We haven't had, like, a whole lot of, like, time with Lindsay. Like, he's just had conversations with, like, Darla, and that's it. So, I was like, can we get, like, a little more something? Like, maybe, like, he can get, like, a confrontation with Angel being like, hey, you know, cut off my hand, you know? That's a big conflict between them. As well as, you know, Lindsay literally betraying Angel and moving on from their deal when, you know, he wanted to help Angel, and, like, vice versa. I think that would be super interesting. Maybe they're holding out on that conflict and altercation, like, for later on. But either way, I'm super excited to just jump back into it, so let's just watch this. My boy Wes. Hey Wesley, how you doing? Oh no.
You got any special abilities?
A few, I dare say.
Please.
But I was a rogue demon hunter, so...
Oh my goodness.
I know how to handle myself when things get rough.
Yeah, you're scary.
Oh, Wes.
Well, I found him, and we have to stop him before it's too late. We have to change our... Do you have any clothes a man would wear?
I'm sorry, do you have any clothes that a man would wear? Asking that to Wes, a man. Cordy, you need to chill out. But we're getting Wolfram and Hart shit. We're getting Wolfram and Hart. You guys. Angel, what are you doing? Don't they have demons that are like, a vampire is in, you know?
I can't.
I think we got a gun. Let's fucking go. Goodness gracious.
What are you two doing in here?
I'm risking our lives to save yours.
How'd you get in?
We use the door.
Oh, and they just let you in?
Hello, lawyer. You're not going up there. Still with the Darla of it.
Did you encourage this?
I'm just going along for the ride.
Gun's like, I'm just
Gonna be
here for a
pretty
good
short ride.
fight.
We have vamp-
Yeah, I get to the offices before they stop me.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
What? That's the plan?
God.
Walking real quick was the plan? Oh, man, that's nasty.
Not the steak.
Maybe I am a little...
Not the music. I wonder if the first guy will come back, or if that was just a little setup, you know, a little funny moment for Wes.
I got you, babe.
Not this again.
Thought maybe I'd seen you walk away for the last time. You doing okay? Yeah. Once more with less feeling. I guess I'm a little...
Wait, are you saying... Is he gonna sing? Oh, God, is Angel gonna
Perhaps.
sing?
You don't have to sing. Break
Damn
for
it.
you. We're going. I don't have to sing.
Oh, thank God. I mean,
Courtney,
for your
that was a
sake,
little-
because I know you don't like to do that.
Huh?
Oh, look at him with the top down.
This is Angel. Oh no, I can't do anything fun tonight. I have
Not
to
the
count my
hand
past
on the
sins
chin.
and alphabetize them. Thinking of snapping on Friday.
She did that a little too good. Not the music.
Well, in or out? Letting in the bugs.
What is this music? Who's there? Oh, goodness.
I don't know where he is, I swear.
That's too bad.
Wait, no. Listen,
Rogue Demon
please,
Hunter?
wait.
I'm Angel. You looking for me?
Why are you impersonating Angel? Oh my god. He really just had
Nice
to put on
ride.
like a dark leather coat and
Sorry.
he's up.
The
I'm
car.
Angel.
Very sweet. Probably a chick magnet, right?
What? No.
You say so.
It's like I don't have the social skills to talk to girls.
It's all about the car you drive.
I really don't think.
Vampire, living in a city known for its sun, driving a convertible. Why do you hate yourself?
I don't. I got a deal.
Top up or not?
Just a car.
So why
It's
all
all
the
about the
layers, all the
aesthetic.
black? You know, it's been
the
about 80
aesthetic.
degrees in the shade lately.
No reason.
Can't
I
mess up
don't
the
have a body
vibes.
temperature.
You're reflected in the people around you, the way they see you.
Is this a therapy session?
What do you think they see?
What is this?
But I shan't be cooperative.
Shan't be cooperative. You're just walking next to him, Wes.
It's good then that we got together, you and I. Cleared it all up, no
I'm
misunderstandings.
nervous.
I'm pleased to meet you, Angel.
What is this
My
going to
name
be?
is Magnus Bryce.
I don't usually drink in front of humans.
Don't insult me. Go on.
Oh,
It's fresh.
no. Not the don't insult me. Oh gosh. Says dude Italian mafia or something.
Dear God.
Please.
That's nummy. Linnea's threatening you?
Someone is threatening my daughter.
Of course. I was expecting that.
My only...
Two me's.
The image you've worked so hard to create, and the real you.
Please show us the real Angel.
How many warriors slated for the coming apocalypse do you think are going to be using that hair gel? Don't get me wrong.
Coming
You're
for
out
the
there
hair
fighting
gel?
ultimate evil.
What? What's wrong? Cover that mirror.
I mean, if I thought that would work, I could have been Angel because guess what? Pretty much a girly name.
Where'd they go?
Cody,
know, I
you were
tried to
coming for
follow, but I
everyone this
lost 'em.
episode.
I really hate to think where Wesley may be right now.
Living his best life as a bodyguard, apparently.
You're Angel? The vampire?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
I am. I'm Angel.
So he's known.
the vampire. Don't worry, boys. I don't kill humans. Unless I'm angry.
Please.
We were just doing what
Are
he
you
told us.
kidding?
Who, Linnea?
Oh my
Fine.
god.
You're gonna leave now.
Okay, Wesley. Please, the music. So what's gonna happen here? What is happening?
You're holding back. What are you afraid of? You're fighting yourself. Fight me. Why are you holding back? Why can't you let go?
Oh my god.
If I let it, it'll kill you.
It?
The demon.
Ooh.
But the demon is you.
No.
I don't know how long I can keep up this Yoda gag. Son of a bitch is strong. Plus, there's something we didn't think about. You know, the guy can smell blood.
What are you talking about?
He's a vampire. time before he sniffs out where I stashed the real McGibb's body.
Wait a minute.
The vampire's with you? Then who the hell is the English guy?
That's our boy Wes.
Can you tell my dad?
Stop it.
Let your flesh be weakened.
Right then.
Okay, Wesley.
You were
I
amazing.
didn't get it.
Your face. You don't go all like a regular vampire.
She's not even the
Are
one that
they
did
fishing?
No, I suppose I do.
You want to punish her.
A bit.
At the same time, you want to thank her
Thank her.
for the gift she's given you. So here's what you do. You go out and you find yourself some small blonde thing. You bet her. You love her. You treat her
Well,
like crap. You
we
break her
tried
heart.
that.
You and your inner demon will thank me, I promise.
I'm sorry. What was the second part?
I don't know.
Are these two little smoochy smooch? Hmm?
That's a huge burden to put on you.
Yeah, sheesh.
I just want out. I'm sorry. I know. Oh, you're a pretty famous guy, Angel. I hear the guards talk sometimes. I know
Know about the curse?
about the curse.
Yeah. Dang curse. Yeah.
Curse?
Yeah, I thought you knew.
I
They'll
love
tell
this
everything.
editing so much.
So
Cutting
you
back
really
and
can't-
forth.
Well, that's part of what makes me special, right?
Right, no. That's real special.
Angel.
Consequences. You know, this whole curse
Oh
thing
my
has been widely misinterpreted.
Really?
Oh, yes.
I wonder if she's in on it and she's trying to like
Gina,
make his
I wanna
soul
be
go
honest with you,
away.
I want to tell you everything.
You know? I don't know. I have a feeling they're gonna wake up in the mornings. Obviously, gonna have a soul because he's not Angel. She's gonna be like, "Yo, hold up."
Morning, traveler. Do you seek enlightenment?
I seek Angel. He with you?
Well, he was until the sun came
It
up.
seems like an
and
NPC's like
over
dialogue.
there.
Hello, traveler.
Joking. Great. We got ourselves a funny Zen master.
Oh my. Yo, what the?
Which
fuck?
lesson was that exactly?
Oh, Angel.
Ah, wonderful sunshine. Wish you were here.
Oh yeah, he can still throw things.
Ew!
What are you doing? Getting in touch with my inner demon.
One, that was disgusting. Two, getting in touch with my inner demon. Bravo. I'm sorry, I was expecting him to be sitting up like that.
Virginia Bryce. Who are you?
This is Cordelia Chase. She works for me.
And Courtney's like, what were you?
Virginia,
Excuse me.
You're not Angel.
Well, actually, I'm just wearing sunscreen right now. So,
You kind of screwed her over, huh?
You're going to get out of my house now, loser. Take the peace with you.
The peace.
the peace!
What's this supposed to be?
Because I need you now, Benny. It's only a few hours till the sacrifice. You'll
Excuse you.
understand the need for security in this. Obviously, Virginia's too.
That's some celebration. Some people just go out to a nice dinner. You're just going all out.
Don't hit Swami Swam.
Why is Wesley wearing my coat?
There was a whole lot of swami.
Whole thing.
Did you find out who hired him?
He wouldn't say. That is my coat, right?
It has to be Paul Lanier. He thought that would keep Virginia unprotected.
Oh, okay.
Then, when his men grant huge power to the person who offers a sacrifice on their 50th... Oh, dear Lord, on their 50th birthday.
What?
Price is going to sacrifice his own daughter.
Wesley, can I get my coat back?
It's like, first, a very serious matter, my coat. So are they just gonna do this right in the middle of this party?
Make them stop.
Be a good girl now. This is hard enough already.
He's really torn about it.
Yeah, I can tell. Oh my god.
Release her
Let's
or die.
fucking
Did
go.
I say that?
Guard!
Did Angel say don't I say please? Gordy, let's fucking go.
The sacrifice is secure.
Please.
What's going on?
Please.
Let's go.
Why did you come back?
I said I'd protect you.
Oh my god.
She's not a virgin.
Oh.
You.
Oh my
That's
god.
what I'm pure man.
You were. This wouldn't have happened. That's why I hired him.
Oh my god.
He's a eunuch.
You slept with her.
A eunuch. Things happen. Two young people. Oh, thank goodness.
I mean, I could have told you she wasn't no virgin.
Not a eunuch.
One day.
God.
Eddie. One day.
I even dated Rick.
He's like,
Jenny, don't do this. Don't make me angry.
You are not my father anymore.
holy shit. Goodness.
Not a eunuch.
Angel?
Attention.
Damn Skippy, he's getting famous off this. Reflected glory, that's my thing.
Get a little perspective. Bodyguard to the stars. Yeah, right.
Angel?
There's no Wyndham Price agency.
Please. 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 This episode is called Guise Will Be Guise. But it's Guise. Guys will be guys. They did not. They did not. Okay. So this was written by our girl Jane Espenson and directed by Krishna Rao, which I feel like that's the first time I've seen her name. But either way, I feel like it was pretty good directing. And just like writing wise, my girl Jane. Holy shit, this episode is like, I can't get over it. Like how freaking good that was. But yeah, so like it began with like a whole thing with like a guy, and then it flashed over to Wolfram and Hart, and then Angel and Gunn were like trying to like infiltrate and like try and get Darla. But then we don't get that, which low-key a little disappointed, but you know. I do enjoy like how the rest of this episode is kind of laid out with how I don't know, I just really liked the whole, you know, Wes getting to be Angel for a day. And like getting to see like the power of like just having a name can be in like this sort of like sphere, like just being like, I'm Angel, y'all already know who that is, so you already know who I am and like how I am. Like I really liked how Wesley got to do that, especially like, you know, I don't know, it was just very interesting, and I really liked getting to see him. It was fun, and I it was just really, really cute. I liked it. Oh, I forgot to say, the rating was an 8.6, which I'm not gonna lie, a little higher than I was expecting, because the last episode was 8.7. But yeah, I feel like this episode was just like such a solid little episode to continue the story with like Angel kind of trying to like understand his feelings for Darla, and also giving like more light to Wesley and his character. And I don't know, I just really liked how they kind of gave Wesley the spotlight for a second to kind of like get him. I love Wesley. He's like such a cool character. Yeah, so the karaoke demon, he tells Angel to go to this shawarma, I forget, but a guy to, I guess, what was it? Okay, so he sends him to like a swarmy, which is like, I'm not really sure, but I guess, I don't know, they do spells or something, and he's gonna help him, I guess, kind of get out of his funk with like the whole Darla thing, which I really liked. It, I don't know, I feel like, I I don't know. I really liked how they did it with like the whole like him talking it out with like another person. I do wish we got a little bit more, like maybe like a scene more to like maybe keep going with it. I feel like it ended a little short, or like didn't last as long as I would have wanted it to. But I feel like the whole Angel thing was like kind of like a side plot to the whole Wesley being Angel main plot. So as being like a B plot, I feel like it was really well done. But I would have enjoyed a little bit more because I really liked the stuff that we were getting with Angel's character. Because, like, you know, his character is, like, you know, broody guy that doesn't like to talk about his emotions, but has a lot of emotions, a lot of them being guilt and things like that. But, like, by repressing them, you know, you're just prolonging them, my guy. So it was very interesting to see, like, even though the swarmy guy wasn't actually real and, like, he was just a guy there, I guess, to postpone him from going to that one guy to protect his daughter so that the other guy could get her, so that the 50th guy, the guy that's turning 50, can't sacrifice her to become more powerful. A lot going on. But it was very, I liked how it came together in the end, where just so funny how it all worked out. I don't know, it was interesting, the guy was like trying to be like, okay, Angel, you're like trying to put on this like facade and like this other personality when you're actually like something else. And I thought that was super interesting how like he kept pointing out things like, okay, you drive a convertible in California and you're a fucking vampire who will literally burn to a crisp if you're in the sunlight. And then he's like, and you also wear like leather and you wear all black long sleeves and pants all day every day in California. And then Angel's like, well, actually, like, it doesn't really affect me. But it's like interesting how he picked this sort of way to present himself, because obviously he hasn't been presenting himself like this forever. So it's interesting how over time he's come up with this sort of way to style himself and kind of just like blend in and like, you know, I don't know, it's just super interesting how, like, that's why I wish we got like a tiny bit more with it. It was so cool to see like Angel actually being introspective and like looking inwards. It was also interesting how later when they're like fishing, the guy's like, you know, what this girl look like, and Angel goes, oh, you know, blonde, short, and he's like, okay, you gotta find another girl that looks exactly like her. I'm like, he certainly has a type. You bet her, you love her, you treat her like crap, you break her heart. You and your inner demon will thank me. What the fuck is this dude on? Because like, well, beat you to that, buddy, and I just got more guilt. I think that was also interesting how like he kept talking about like his inner demon, like the demon that's in him, as like a part of him, which I thought was super interesting. And when you think of Angel, it's like, oh, he's just you know, a vampire with a soul. So like his demon that's like in him isn't like, you know, always present, because obviously he has a soul that like overpowers it. Which, I don't know. It was just very, I don't know. Like, I wasn't expecting that sort of thing. Especially with like the whole, like, we were talking last episode about the whole soul thing. And then it also brings up another thing where like, well, what about the demon side as well? So like, obviously from the explanation that I've gotten in the last episode, it's like the demon side is like pure id. And it's like, the demon just wants what it wants. And I can't even imagine like that sort of like inner conflict with yourself, like always having the urge to drink human blood, to kill someone for their blood, to do all these horrible things, and having to constantly and consistently be like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I can't do that. No. Like, you know, like always being like against that inner voice. That is so interesting. I don't know. It just kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like certain disorders that some people have. Like, for me, I have like, I have a little bit of OCD. so I have a lot of intrusive thoughts, and consistently I have to like, if I have an intrusive thought, if you don't know this, for OCD, it's best to not try and ignore it, and best to like understand that those thoughts aren't your own and negate them pretty much. That's a very common misconception. Like a lot of people with that don't really understand OCD, they're like, oh, you just have to ignore the thoughts, and it's like that actually does a lot more harm than good. You have to like take those thoughts and you're like, that's not me, that's something else in my brain, and you're gonna be like, that is not me, keep going with it, and you just move on. But so that's very interesting how they added that in. I just think it's really cool, like different addition to Angel's sort of character. Yeah, like even like certain like habits and things like that. Like I used to have a really bad nail biting habit. And like really, really bad. Like I used to bite my nails, I used to pick at my nails and like my nail beds and like all that. It was horrendous. Like my nails were always bleeding. It was really, really bad. And obviously I've gotten over it over the past year and a half, and literally just one day I just was like, I'm beating this nail biting habit and I'm doing it. And I literally just had to be like, anytime I went to go bite my nails, I like in my brain I was like, no, you're not doing that. And I just had to be like proactive with it. I was like, nope, you're not doing it, you're not doing it. And now it's like I don't even have that urge anymore, you know? Like I literally have no urge to bite my nails, which I never would have thought would ever happen to me, someone that bit my nails like every single day. But obviously that's not as bad as being a vampire with the urge to fucking kill people and drink their blood. But with that sort of habit, and I'm sure I've never dealt with any other sort of addiction or anything like that, so my juvenile nail biting thing is the only thing I can really relate to. But I'm sure with like other types of addictions and things like that, you have to be proactive with it. You have to be proactive in not trying to ignore it, but having it like be addressed enough where you can move on from it, if that makes sense. Like many people, like if they are addicted to something, like you can't just like move on from it. You have to like actually deal with it. I just think that is so interesting how Angel, like they added that in, and it's like Angel has to address this part of himself because it is a part of himself. It's in him. It's a demon that is in him that used to be the demon part of him used to just be him and like his urges, you know? Editing out here real quick. I just wanted to add in that like this also adds like another thing, because obviously the demon in him is only in there because Darla is his sire and like made him a vampire and like let the demon in and all that. So like it's like another thing where it's like this part of myself, like Angel, is only there because of Darla, like another person now. So it's like another thing to add to this whole dilemma that Angel is going through. Like he also has to face himself, but he also has to face a person that put that part of himself in him. So yeah, I was just thinking of that while I was editing this, but yeah, moving on. So like now that he has a soul, he has to like kind of deal with that and like deal with like the effects of all of those urges that manifested when he was a vampire. When he is a vampire, you know, he still has those urges. And I just think that was so fucking interesting. Oh god, it's like, that's why I wanted a little bit more. Like I would have loved just one more scene with it, but what we did get, fucking loved. But back to the main plot with Wes. Fucking love Wes in this episode. He is so fucking funny, and this actor Alexis, is so good at physical comedy. Like it's hilarious how they're able to do all this. Like in the beginning when he falls or like he slips, it is so funny. This is also like the directing, but like it's so funny how like the camera follows him down, and it's so fucking funny how like it's like almost as if like the universe, like the camera in itself, like for Wesley, knew that he was going to trip and is like, oh, we better, you know, gotta get ready for that, you know, because that's just like in his character. It's so funny. But I did like how being Angel kind of gave him like more of a, yeah, I'm Angel, you know, I can fuck shit up, you know, like it just gave him like the confidence to like be that kind of person. I just liked it, and it was very, very funny at the end when he started saying like all of Angel's lines. Just so fucking funny. And I already mentioned, but the whole like mafia wizard kind of thing was super interesting. I really enjoyed that. Again, the whole him giving Wesley / Angel, you know, like Wesley, the cup of blood and being like, don't insult me, have it. Like, oh my god. That's my family, and that is the Italian way. Don't insult them. If you are given food or if you are given a drink, you better fucking have it. Don't insult them. I just, so fucking good. But yeah, it just reminded me of like kind of like a mafia kind of thing. I'm sure that's what they were going for, and it was just so good. It was so like interesting to also have this in the universe as well. Like, I was so intrigued by the fact that they were adding this into the universe itself. Just having this in the universe, being like, oh yeah, there's these wizard mafia type of shit. Like, oh my god. But yeah, Wesley and the girl, Virginia, that's her name. Super, super interesting how they interacted. And I kind of saw it from like the beginning. Like, as soon as they were like, this is my daughter, you're going to protect her, I was like, okay, something's gonna happen. And like I said in the episode, I thought that the girl was in on it and was like trying to get like Angel to lose his soul or something, by, you know, giving him a true moment of happiness and like all of that. Because like as soon as she said it, she's like, oh, you have the curse, right? And then she just kept on initiating. So I thought that's where it was going to go, but I really liked how it went in like a different direction of like this girl wanting to like run away, and like even though she's 24, like wanting to run away and like be something else and not have to be tied down to this. But like if she leaves, she might like hurt her father in the process of it. It was just super interesting how that all laid out. It's just so funny because like I feel like I have also gone through like a similar thing recently. Like, I just turned 23. I've been dating my boyfriend for almost 6 months. Our anniversary is this Sunday. And obviously, like, we're adults, so we've been thinking about, you know, getting a place of our own next year. So like a year from now, we're going to be looking at places. And I told my mom about this, and my mom's like, please don't leave me. Don't leave me. So because like it's like one of those things where like I know the next time I move out, it'll most likely be for sure, like that'll be the rest of my life. Like I won't be able to like just come back home, you know, because obviously I was at college, so like I always had like this is like my permanent address, you know. But if I move, I'm probably gonna like, you know, stay out of the house. But so it's just interesting to get to see like Virginia like going through that sort of like crisis, because I feel like many people go through that, and I don't know, it's just like something that's like not really like talked about a lot, especially like early 20s. I feel like so many people are like, just get out of the house, just move out, da 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 da. And it's like there's so many like little things that go into it that are hard. So yeah, it was just interesting how, and like also like the whole like me affecting like my parents, and like I don't want to like just leave them, because obviously the next time I move out I probably won't get to have these sort of moments where like I live with them every single day, you know. But obviously with this it's like a whole different, yeah, it's all a metaphor. But like with her dad, if she like moves out, it could be like harmful to him. But yeah, either way, I was not expecting this episode to be so much, have so much depth, but like the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm seeing it, and it's just so good. Simply so good. Other than that, Courtney in this episode, fucking hilarious. She was going for everyone's throat, and I love her. Gunn in this episode, fucking love. Again, I just love him being in the gang and like being with all of them. It's like one of those things that I didn't know I was missing, but I was so glad Gunn is I love him so much. I just love his like personality and like how his humor is. It's just so good. But yeah. I feel like I'm missing something. But in the grand scheme of things for this episode, fucking loved. I enjoyed this one so much. It was just such a fun ride too. Like it wasn't like super like I'm talking about all these like serious topics, but like I feel like it was such a fun and like easygoing episode, and it got its point across as well with like the whole Angel thing. And we also got to like see more of like how like Angel is known by people and like his curse and everything. And I just think that it's so cool how like progressively he's getting more known and known and known by like all these people in LA. But yeah, I do believe that is all I have to say about this episode. So thank you to all my beautiful patrons over on Patreon. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!